When you first start getting panic attacks, your whole system shuts down and you have no control over your own brain. You have certain triggers that happen to you, and sometimes you can identify those triggers, but sometimes if it's really bad, you don't even know what those triggers are, and anything can spin you into a panic attack. And that's what started happening with me, is that, you know, certain trauma and certain events happen in your life, and over time, your brain, your wires are crossed. So the different wiring going on in your brain, they get jumbled. And then you have a hard time speaking because your brain's neurons aren't able to communicate correctly. So you can think it in your head, but you don't know how to actually put it together and have it make sense. So then you feel even more defeated. As a mom being diagnosed with PTSD, you have to take care of a newborn baby, be there for your child. And if it's a newborn baby, or like me, my panic attacks and my PTSD happened after I stopped breastfeeding. So there's the hormones, and then there's your body goes through so much in recovery, especially when you have a birth that requires a lot of recovery afterwards. When you go through that process, you sometimes can't even put together a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because it seems so simple. You have bread, you have peanut butter, and you have jelly, and put it together, but you're staring at the cabinet, totally just staring, and nothing's operating right. You can't take care of your own child properly. So you go to the basics of, what can I do right now? I can give him love, I can feed him to a point, and he's safe, and do the best you can. So when I was first diagnosed, I was having about 6 to 10 panic attacks a day, and I thought I was going mentally crazy. And I remember it got so bad, I had to tell my husband, hey, I need help, because something's not right. I'm not myself, and this is far beyond depression. This is something that I need help. And so I got the help. And of course, the doctors put me on medication, because when you're in that situation, that is what medication is used for, to help you and your brain calm down, so you're able to then, therefore, work through what you need to work through to rebuild. Some people don't do that. They just take the medication, and all they want to do is that. But you have to fight. You have to keep fighting to become yourself again. And you are in there. There are ways to do that. Having a panic attack is so scary. Your whole body shuts down, and your mind goes into this dream state, and you start spinning, and you can't breathe, and you're just not yourself anymore at all. And it's scary. It's really scary, especially if you're in public, especially if you're alone with your child. And it's lonely, because you don't know anyone else like that going through the same thing, and you feel really alone. It's interesting that I have retrained my brain to understand how to get out of a panic attack if that arises. I don't have panic attacks anymore, because I've learned the triggers and the traumas, and I've worked through the trauma, and I've broken through past that, and I've worked on my nutrition and helping rewire my brain. And there are so many different steps, but if you take those steps and you actually do the work, you don't have to be on medications anymore. And I highly suggest also talking to your doctor about that. However, there are ways to heal yourself. You just can't quit. You have to keep going and moving forward and find those ways. So that's my journey. I found ways to help myself, and that's all I want to do. All I want to do is help others. Understand that it is easy, but you have to be willing to do the work, and you can't give up. You can't give up on yourself, and you are in there, your light is in there. But there are certain ways to retrain your brain and heal yourself internally. And that's my journey. that's what I've discovered on how to do, and that's my passion. I love it, helping people balance their body so they're able to become who they truly are. And with health, with health and hydration and nutrition and getting the toxins, so much of it boils down to toxins that are trapped in your body. The toxins of the trauma, and then toxins that are put in our body every single day with what we drink, with what we eat, with what lotions we use, with the chemicals we shower in. I mean, it adds up so much to where your body can only take so much. And if you're unbalanced, you're gonna spiral into this unbalanced whirlwind. But if you are balanced, you can fight it. Going along this journey, I've found different ways and different tools, the best ones. And I'm still on the journey. It's still powerful, learning one thing, the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. And along the way, it's been so fun helping others and calling me up, and they're about to go through a panic attack, and walking them through going through their happy place, and walking them through going through deep breaths, and calming them down internally so your brain can actually relax.